The best way to reach financial health and achieve goals is to plan and analyze your monthly budgets. That is where this Excel tool comes in. Have a look. Hi everyone, this is our Excel monthly budget planner. It's a great and easy to use Excel tool to help you plan and analyze your monthly financials, either on a personal basis, for the household, and even for your business. And as I said earlier, the best way to achieve your goals is to plan ahead, analyze, and take corrective measures for the future. You do this for a couple of months, and I guarantee you'll be able to take control of your financials and even achieve some savings. Now, this Excel spreadsheet does two things at the same time. For a given month, it compares income versus expenses and the projected versus the actual numbers. Everything you need to use this tool is located into this single spreadsheet. It has our monthly summary table at the top left, a table for our income sources, and right below it, smaller tables separated into expense categories where we enter all our monthly expenses. In the middle, we have some graphical representations of our expenses, our projected expenses, and our actual expenses, and a line graph comparing our projected versus our actual for this month. Taking a look at this graph, blue color is the projected, our estimate, and the orange color is the actual numbers. So for our income, our estimate and our actual income are fairly the same. There were no surprise income sources during this month. The problem arises for the expenses. As you can see, our expenses at this given month were far more than what we planned for. And as a result, our planned expected savings did not happen. And with this tool, we should be able to locate where we went wrong with our expenses and make corrective actions for the following month to make sure that this does not happen again. So let's take a closer look. First, at the top is our monthly summary table. This table is automatically calculated, so we don't have to change anything on this one. It follows exactly the same format as all the other tables on this spreadsheet. It has 4 columns: description, a column for projected and actual numbers of the month, and the variance column. The variance is basically the actual minus the projected. Actual minus projected. So in this month, our estimated income was about 5,500. The actual was approximately the same with a very small variance upwards. The expenses, even though we had estimated expenses around 4,500, we actually made expenses for about more than 1,000 than we anticipated. And the same with our savings, where we estimated that we will have savings of about 1,000. This did not happen. The red color is simply to indicate that the variance between actual and projected, it's not towards our favor. It's a bad result. In this case, where we expected our expenses to be at a certain amount, we went over by almost more than 1,000 than we expected. So in the variance column, the red color will light up when the result between actual and projected is unfavorable. It's a bad result. And green when it's a favorable outcome. Moving down to the income table, this is where we will input our estimated and actual income for the month. We have 4 different income sources: salary, monthly salary, sales from an online shop, we have a property that we're receiving rent, and other. So the salary was as expected. We didn't receive any bonuses from our employer. Sales, we made actual sales very close to what we had estimated, and this is the variance. And the rent as expected. So there were no surprises either upwards or downwards regarding our monthly income. So now we will move down to the expenses section and try to locate, see where things went wrong this particular month. The expenses section is separated into smaller sized tables, each one separated according to expense category. You can go ahead and change the title for each table as well as the description to match your own particular needs. And what we did here is at the beginning of the month, we filled out all our projected expenses, our estimated expenses, and as the month progressed, we were filling in our actual expenses for that particular month. Now what we need to do, since we went an extremely high amount in expenses, over 1,000 more than we expected, we need to locate where we went wrong and what we can do better the next month. So basically I'm looking again for variances that are highlighted, that are the font is with a red color, showing that the result, the variance result, is not to our favor. One big amount here is this one under the housing section. We have a large expense amount under the food section, entertainment, children, and pets. I'm gonna go ahead and highlight them so we can come and have a look. First, looking at the housing section of our expenses, the housing category, unfortunately we had to do some repairs which we did not expect, we did not foresee, and this was for the amount of 400, and threw us off by almost half of what we went over for the whole month. Under the food section, we can see that even though we had planned for a dining out night only once, we actually went out 2 and 3 times, ending in spending much more than we expected. Entertainment, there was a concert we went to. Again, we didn't expect that cost. And I'm not saying that we should not have fun. I'm not saying we should not go out and dine or go to concerts, entertainment. I'm just saying that at least by using this tool, we know about our expenses. We know what we should be spending, and if we need to spend more, maybe we can find other ways to compensate for these extra expenses. Another high expense was our children had a medical situation. We had to spend about 100 for this month, and the same with pets. Maybe next month, instead of having 0 as our estimated cost for unexpected medical expenses, maybe we can use some amount for any unexpected occasions. Using this tool allow us to foresee how our financial situation progresses throughout the month, and maybe we can take corrective actions during the same month. For instance, we knew that we wanted to go to a concert. Maybe we could have cut down on dining out costs. Instead of going out 3 and 4 times, we have done it with twice, reduce the cost here, and maybe postpone the repairs for the house for next month. And this automatically will bring down our over budgeting in our expenses. And also we now know that next month we will also plan for unforeseen situations. And obviously you can see here, by taking corrective actions throughout the month, instead of achieving no savings at all, we will have managed to achieve at least almost half of what we had planned. And once more, planning and evaluate your budgets for a month. Doing this for a couple of months in a row will most definitely help you achieve financial health. Thank you for watching.